Hi Linda, this is Braden from Pacific Toyota. Thank you again for your inquiry on our 2020 Kia Sportage the S sitting here in front of me for only $28,990 drive away. Thank you so much again for your inquiry. I understand you are down south. Like I said, just thought I'd do a little video for you, give you a bit of an idea through the whole car itself, all its condition, service history, the whole works, and give you a much better look than obviously just what sort of, the photos can do online. So as mentioned over the phone, we're obviously Pacific Toyota. So we're lucky enough to have two massive big pre-owned yards up here. I'm currently standing at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can see our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there, service departments down the road as well. And we are literally jam-packed here at the moment too. And like I said, we're lucky enough to have another one up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well. So turn over a little bit over 200 cars a month. And like I said, we makes us one of the biggest pre-owned yards for Toyota in Queensland and about number 2 in Australia. So we're very fortunate up here. That means we get some absolutely awesome cars, just like this little Kia. So starting from the windscreen, no chips or cracks or anything like that. It's always a good sign. Like I said, that $28,990 is drive away. So that's all your stamps, it's all your transfers, absolutely everything all included. I just want to show you right across the roof, because like I said, we provide the paperwork, roadworthies, car history reports, everything to guarantee no write-offs or flood damage or hail damage or anything like that. We just simply don't touch them. But looking very tidy across the actual bonnet. A little tiny bit of dust just from actually being on the yard itself, because obviously we've got the highway just there as well. So we of course get them professionally cleaned again before they get sent down to you. There we go, so just a tiny little couple stone chips just there on the front. Tiny little one just there too. But otherwise very clean across the actual front. Now I turned these tyres out because I did want to show you the tyre treads. So pretty much brand new tyres on these guys, obviously for the 50,000 Ks. Looking very tidy across the actual alloys themselves. A little tiny couple little marks just there and there, but not too bad at all. Even through the inside there, try and get the camera in there as well. Very clean. So just a very tiny sort of hairline little mark just there. Only really visible on the right sort of light. Same thing, very faint. I can always talk to our detailers and see if we could potentially get those touched up for you. It's always the question we can ask. So very clean down the rest of that front bumper for you. Again, pretty much brand new tyres on these guys. To the inside. And very clean on this one. Just a tiny little sort of mark just there. But other than that, not too bad. Down the passenger side here for you too. Show you the inside of the car and that door cards. Very tidy through here. Electric windows, of course, the whole way round. Not too bad at all. Little build plate there as well. No damage or anything like that to the across the dash there. Just try and show you through that roof down the back. Alright, so all your manuals, logbooks, everything's all on the inside here too. So skip to that service history for you. Here we go, so full service history. So 2021, February, first service, 10,000 kilometres. So it looks like we was owned the entire time up in Northern Territory, so we buy cars all over Australia to sort of keep up with our stock. So 2021, first service, 10,000 Ks. 2021, 20,000 Ks, all through the same place, 22, 30,000 Ks. Now this is fantastic. Your Kias are supposed to be done every 15,000 or 12 months, so this has actually been done more regularly. It's been done every 10, which is even better. So 2022 at 41,000 kilometres. And then of course through us. So whenever they come into our stock, if they're due for a service, we get them done. So it's just been at the last service at 51,000 kilometres as well, on the 27th of last month, so just before the long weekend. So literally brand new into stock. Like I said, the manuals, everything else is in there too. Just keep coming down the rest of the car for you. Looks like a couple of little sort of minor little stone chips just there. Again, it's stuff that we could always, if it's a concern for you, let me know. Then we can either get the guys to have a crack with a bit of polish. Otherwise we can always look at getting them touched up as well. Child locks on both these rear doors. Same thing, very clean through the inside here. Exceptionally clean through the inside here, to be honest with you. So you'll have 3 child anchor points, so you'll have 1, 2, 3 on all these guys as well. So you just got that little lever down the bottom there as well, so I'll just lift that up. That's going to fold that pretty much flat with the back boot. And like I said, so we've got 1 at child anchor point, 2 and 3 on these guys. Lugament separated down the middle with the cup holders in the center there. Pretty good through the inside. I'll just leave that down because I want to show you just how much boot space you get from the back. Fuel inlet's obviously on this side here too. Again, just a couple little tiny little marks. Not too bad at all. But again, absolutely stacks of tread left on these guys. Rear parking sensors all across the back here, so 1, 2, 3 and 4 of those. A couple of tiny little sort of marks just into that back bar. Same thing, just little faint little ones as we go across. Very clean across the back here though. Same thing up over the roof. We'll pop this one up. So like I said, 1, 2, 3 child anchor points. Got your little privacy shade there too, so that just sits into place. Otherwise, if you don't like it, you can simply pull that out. That just pulls out and the whole thing comes out. So if you want that extra room. But obviously once that seats down, just a massive, massive amount of space in there. That side's going to do the same thing and drop down flat there for you as well. Tight end points all through the back here too, so a little one there. Up in the corner there. So here's the sides, 4 little tight end points. Got a spare tyre in the back. So pretty much brand new as well. Jack. And your tools all through the inside. So not too bad at all. Keep coming down the driver's side for you. Again, just some little marks across that rear bar. Now, if there's anything in this camera, like video, that you can't actually see or you want a closer look at, just let me know. It's all stuff that we can always just send you some extra photos through. What we've got to do to help out. Tiny little mark just there. Looks like someone might have caught their foot. It's about the only thing I've really seen on the inside though. So you also got aircon vents down the back, USB ports, accessory plugs down the bottom there as well. Okay, just a little mark there. A little one there. Coming around the driver's side for you. Just these tiny little ones, like I said, we can always see if a little bit of polish is going to help, or potentially some touch-up paint. So little marks just there. Now, obviously being the driver's side, we've got all the master controls over here, so electric windows for all 4 windows, central locking of course, the window lock, so if you've got kids in the back or anything like that, just stops them playing around with the windows, and the electric adjustments for the mirrors up here too. So left or right side of the car, you just adjust that one as you need to, and then we've got that auto option there too, so you can tuck those mirrors in if you need that extra space to get in and out of the car, or if you just don't want people bashing into them at the shopping centres, you can tuck them in there as well. Otherwise, pretty clean through the actual inside. Little tiny bits of scuffing just on that plastic, not very much, but just very faintly. Just obviously being the driver's side, it's the sort of highest traffic area of the car. And just a little mark there. Looks like someone's caught their foot jumping in and out. Height adjustment here, so sure people like me, you can sit there and crank that right up, get that better vision over the bonnet. The adjustment there for the seats themselves. Try to get the shadow out of the way, but very clean in the bottom there. So the bonnet release is just down here for you too. So I'll pop that because I do want to show you under there before we finish up. Now we've got 1 key with the central locking with this one. Sometimes we do get lucky with these guys, and the keys will get handed in a couple of weeks later on down the track. So if they do, I'll be sure to post it down to you as well. But as it is currently at the moment, it's just the one. So central locking obviously in there, and that boot release there too. So we simply start that up. Super quiet on the motor side of things. Okay. So only 51,196 kilometres as it is right now, so no engine lights, dash lights or anything like that. Only that little notification telling me that I've popped the bonnet. Up on the steering wheel here, so obviously the wipers are all up on the left hand side. You've got an automatic setting for those guys, and headlights are all over the right. Again, you've got automatic settings for them as well. So beauty of those are all light and day sensitive, so the lights will turn on and off as they need to, daytime, nighttime, whatever the case is. And your wipers are all rain sensitive as well, so they'll turn on and off as it starts to rain and everything like that. Otherwise, you just use them exactly like normal, nice and easy. Up on the right hand side here, we've got the little pages option. So again, down the bottom there, so we can flick between these different ones. Everything's controlled from the actual steering wheel itself. Up on this right hand side, nearly a full tank of fuel, which is even better. We can sit there and jump between all your fuel economy, average fuels, driver information, digital speedos, all that kind of stuff. The safety side of stuff, so your lane departure, driver attention, everything like that. So if you don't like those, you can turn them all off. All your little personalization side of things as well, all controlled from up here on the steering wheel as well. So cruise controls on the right, the rest of the radio stuff's on the left, so you can jump between all your radio, FM, AM, Bluetooth, whatever the case is, from up here too. And of course you can answer and hang up the phone calls from here as well. As we come down, so we've got massive big touchscreen here, a little reverse camera tucked in the back there as well. So as soon as I chuck that in reverse, that one comes up. Now it's predictable, so as I turn that steering wheel, that little yellow line is going to show you exactly the direction you're going, but the blue one stays exactly where it is, because when you're reversing into a car park, you simply line yourself up with the blue one with the white lines, and you'll be pretty much in the center every single time. The yellow one just shows you exactly where your direction of travel is. So real nice and handy ones there. So we chuck it back into park. Huge big touchscreen display here. So we do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in this one too. So you simply use your phone, plug it in down there. That's going to come up automatically through there. Otherwise, we can jump straight into the AM, FM, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff, all your personalized settings, everything, all through the inside there as well. So pretty nice and real nice and easy. Pretty much kind of set up a little bit like your phone. Hazard lights in the middle here, radio stuff as well. So a lot of the stuff that I was just doing, you can control from down here too. It's all the FM, AM, Bluetooth, all that kind of thing, all from down the bottom here as well. So we'd have to tune that in, for example. All down the bottom there too. So radio works perfectly. So aircon controls down the bottom, so fan speed up and down, obviously the temperatures on left and right side of the car, so totally independent. I can sit there and change mine on the passenger side, and the driver can do all the independent driver side as well. So just on those little corners there, so I can sit here and turn the heater up, passenger can turn the heater down, aircon down as well. So no arguments for the left and right side of the car. Little accessory plugs, USB port, drive mode. So again, you've got a little eco, normal and sport down the bottom there too as we go through those ones. Little parking sensors on the back, you can turn them on and off if you don't like them. Got the actual handbrake here, a real one, which is always great. Adjustable cup holders, plenty of storage in the middle. Adjustable seat belts and all the drop down handles on all sides except the driver's side. A little tiny little mark up there, but we've got all the mirrors, lights, everything all on the inside here. Sunny holders at the top, and same thing, little mark there, but same thing all on the driver's side, working perfectly there as well. So I'm going to leave it running for a second. I do want to jump quickly show you under the bonnet before we finish this up. Sorry this one dragged on a little bit, I just wanted to show you as much as we possibly could. There we go, so your little motor, all your engine, all the fluids. Very clean on the inside there, like I said, it's literally been serviced every 2,000 kilometres, which is fantastic. Very well looked after, very quiet as well. So thank you again for your inquiry, and yeah, can't wait to hear feedback soon.